Hey guys, Road Warrior back here. I wanted to go over the new fighting mechanism and kind of just what my thoughts are, or in general my take on this. As you can see here, I'm fighting the a sturgeon from around 280 foot out or so, and I was looking for a good fight on an equal matchup, so to speak. In other words, this is not the McConzie. This is I knew I was going to be in for a fight, but I just wanted to kind of prove to something else is I don't think that not having a max drag or being able to get your reel completely maxed out really matters. One thing also, pay close attention to what I'm doing here. I'm reeling down, or I'm lifting up on the rod, reeling down like you normally would. But watch what happens on an equal matchup. See, when I hold that rod tip up, look what's going on there. I'm trying to reel, and that's how your reel should do. It should skip. The only reason that you should be gaining ground in this situation is just by, pulling the fish, reeling in the excess line, pulling the fish, reeling in the excess line. And I think for whatever reason, Fishing Planet has actually done an extraordinary job, in my opinion. Now, if you're able to sit through this as I've rambled at the end of the video, I would encourage you guys to leave your thoughts on what you think of this new fighting mechanism. Do you like it better? Do you wish it was the way it was before? Just in general, for me, I've even played in some competitions yesterday. I think 4 or 5 competitions, a couple, another sponsored custom competition since this update. 2 actually custom competitions. One for largemouth bass, one for sturgeon. And I did note that it seems to me that you're definitely being rewarded now. Just for fighting the fish correctly. And that's not meant to be an insult for anybody that just kind of holds the rod tip up and reel or whatever. But just as far as the realism or the authentic experience of, reeling down, pulling up, reeling down. And again, as I've talked through this actually is not a bad fight considering the size of the fish. Again, that was 280 foot out. I got 35-pound fluoro, and I'll show you the setup here in a second. But, this is a sturgeon from around 280 foot out. And that was a great fight. Not too long of a fight. Not too short. Now, ideally, if you're not playing in sturgeon in the dark or another competition like that, you're not going to want to use a bottom sniper. But I think I've proven my point there that it definitely, to me, you're looking at a lot better of a fight time. Not too long, not too short. Even if you're farming there, and there's the setup as you're curious. Now, note in this upcoming clip, as I go for a largemouth bass here, this is actually a 13-pound setup. It's a 13-pound rod, 13-pound line with a 12.1 or 12.2 bait casting reel. And again, I think they did a lot of changes, even if, as you notice, I'm just kind of holding the rod there, kind of test and see how strong this guy is, knowing that I'm kind of outmatched, so to speak, because, a 10 or 11-pound largemouth bass can really, really fight, as you guys well know that probably came here and hooked into one of these, especially if you're at a lower level using gear like this. But again, I want to say around a minute and a half, 2-minute fight time's not bad at all. It's just right, for the enjoyability of it. It keeps your interest. You're having fun on the fight. Again, I would encourage you to kind of test these out before you, harshly judge them. Now, again, I wasn't part of any of the testing process when these things first came out, so I can definitely emphasize, as you can see there, I knew that fish was going to charge me, and look how quick I adjusted. Didn't get any line tension. That was actually just really fluent. I've noticed the game seems a little crisper too. It started out a little laggy that first day, but I've noticed to me, it feels like they fine-tuned a lot of this stuff for us, guys. So again, I would hope that you leave a little bit of comment section here below. As again, I'm just sitting here waiting to see how strong this guy is going to be. Trying to get him in. Nonetheless, I feel like he's still got a little fight left in him. As you can see, he's going to run there. So I'm not even going to try to reel. I'm letting the drag do the work. That's what I like about this game in general. It's got a really good game feel to it. It's kind of hard for any other game to even duplicate this right now. It's really beautiful, and I hope that Fishing Planet's able to work through any issues that they have and keep putting out new lakes and that sort of thing. We're definitely looking forward to that ocean map, but again, anytime they can update this stuff and just keep fine-tuning, I think the game is slowly evolving into a good place. Sometimes they might go backwards here and there, but that, every game does that. But I think in general, I really love this fighting mechanism. Then this is a great fight. Again, I haven't edited any of this. This is just me fighting this live here. So I kind of wanted to know if any of you guys went out and tested and either undersized yourself or matched up your gear outside of a competition or something. Target a fish. If you're going for a 10-pound fish, did you have 12-pound line on, or are you still throwing out 30-pound line or something like that? But if you actually Put yourself, man versus fish with gear that is appropriately matched for that species, in other words. With me battling this fish here for, I don't know, around 2 minutes somewhere, give or take there. But nonetheless, this is a nice 10-pound unique. And again, I just put this clip up just to kind of show you. You can one click down and balance your gear out, guys. And again, everything could be a little different in the comps. Just have to see how they play out. Pay attention to your score, guys. But I wouldn't make any big adjustments other than make sure you're fighting that fish correctly. And take care. And I hope this helps you guys out. And leave your thoughts below.